You know, people don't really want to hear this, but I'm going to say it because I could care less. You know how Islam ended up in America and the Buddhists? You know how Islam got into politics? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of videos, and they are aggressively telling Americans they will be bowing to their God. And they mean that. They will aggressively come after people. This is not the time to backslide. This is not the time to play church. I'm telling you, I'm warning y'all. This is going to increase. But do you know how it got in this country? It got in this country from illegalism, allowing different people to come over here. It got in this country because the American pulpits have taken God from being a father to a sugar daddy. The pure gospel of Jesus Christ is not sounding around the United States anymore. Turn on your TV. All you hear is about what God can do with you financially, what God's going to do with your business, what God is going to do with your home, your cars, how he's going to give you favor. I don't hear nobody but a handful of pastors, and that's why I only watch Pastor Mitchell 2019. I don't even want to listen to nobody because they're not reading out the Bible. They're reading out of some other book. They're doing what Paul says, some other gospel. They're not teaching about Jesus Christ in this country anymore. And while people have been jumping and shouting and giving and dancing around and running around the church, Islam has slipped up in America. And they are aggressive about their God more than the church is aggressive about Jesus Christ. I'm telling y'all people, y'all need to come to Christ. And Christians, we are going to face great persecution like never before in this country. These people, these Islamists are aggressive with their belief. I can't state that enough to people. All I know, and I don't know about no other Christian, but I have been searching my heart because I told Jesus I don't want to miss him because I'm too caught up in something else. I don't want to miss him. I'm sick of listening to the prospect. I don't even listen. When I even flip through here and I hear people keep talking about prosperity, I flip. I don't care if you're on my page. I don't care if you're following me. If your material is nothing about getting money from God and it's not about the word, I don't listen. That offends people. They can leave, honey. I had 315 people a few months ago, and I knocked it down. It was higher than that, and I knocked it down. I am not on here to be monetized. I could care less if I ever reach 10,000. The only reason I want to reach 10,000 is snatch the devil's money and use it for the goodness. But I could really care less because, I mean, I don't know. That part left me. I don't know. I got to a point where when I first got on social media, that's why I got on social media before God had me do this. I got on social media and I was doing motivation and I was saying everything that people like to hear until the battle I went through for months. And then I came out, honey, and I knew I could not play with this word. I knew I couldn't say what people wanted to hear. I knew God was serious when he told me to come on this platform. I cannot compromise God's word. I had people that one moment they was talking to me all the time. Next moment you don't hear from them because I don't talk what they agree. I've had people leave. Just last week, people left because I said about the illegal immigrants. I laughed, and then God added more. And and if people leave, I don't know because look, I had commas in the bank before I got on here. It may not be a whole lot of commas, but it takes care of my home. It takes care of my dogs. It takes care of me. It keeps a roof over my head. I have a debt-free car. Oh, no notes on out there. I sleep in a bed. I sleep with a roof under my head way before I knew anybody on here. I don't know how to depend on the system. I don't know how to depend on subscription. I've been without too much. I've been without when nobody stepped in. I've degraded myself without Jesus Christ in my life. And I turned away from my faith for years. I don't know how to depend on people to take care of me. I don't know how to depend on this platform to grow. I don't know. All I know is I don't want to hear the crap. I want to hear the Bible. I want to hear the gospel. I want to hear about Jesus. I don't want to hear about how many commas can get in my bank. I don't want to hear about how big my houses get. I don't want to hear about all the people that's got to give into my life. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear about the cross. I want to I want to know what that love was about. I don't have time. This stuff here is going to fade away. And people are going to stand before a holy God not too long from now. And all that junk y'all be listening to, it's not going to even mean nothing. Because I promise you one thing we will all have in common that day. The Catholics, the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Mormons, the Islamic, everything, everybody who did not want to dance before the Lord and praise his name. Guess what? Everybody will take a knee at his feet that day. And nobody gonna be out of agreement that day. Everybody is gonna line up and say, you know what, I was wrong.